Annyeonghaseyo. This is 6/22/22. Man, stop if you've heard this one before. I haven't studied as much Korean in the past week as I wanted to. Yeah, there were 2 or 3 days where I didn't even get to study at all. It's not really fresh in my mind at the moment, but there were a few things I did learn. One thing I learned is there's particles like nun and un and lul and ul, I think. And you pronounce either one depending on what it's attached to. Like, I guess if it ends in a consonant, then you would use the un, and if it doesn't end in a consonant, if it ends in a vowel, then you'd use nun, I think. Something like that. However it works, it flows with language. And I think they work similarly to Japanese, such as nun is effectively that of wa in Japanese, and lul is effectively that of o, the o particle in Japanese. Not 100% sure, but something like that. I might not even be remembering if it's lul and ul yet, necessarily. But it was something. I'm pretty sure it was ul and thus lul. Find out soon enough. So, chonun, that's where that comes from. That's like watashi wa, the equivalent in Japanese. A couple other words I learned. Nyomja, boy. Yoja, girl. I think I've already said those before, but I didn't quite remember them accurately. But I remember them this time, at the very least. Various other things I'm starting to pick up on more. Like some of these words, like over here, yoja, like I know immediately that's girl. Like it's in my recall, and so I won't have to struggle to try and remember that to figure out the sentence. And there's other little random particles in there that are similar to that. Not particles, words in general that I'm starting to just kind of see over and over and just kind of remember and associate automatically. So I'm stepping up my ability to comprehend even basic sentences. You know, like 2 weeks ago, I could barely even struggle through a sentence, but now it's like I can at least identify a couple words in a sentence and like, okay, I'm like 20% there. I'm starting at 20% instead of 5%, and that's still far away from comprehending sentences, but it goes a long way. And even actually a lot of sentences, I'm even up to like maybe 60, 70% on very simple sentences, that is, because I'm starting to understand more and more general flow, more particles, more words in general. I guess, like I said, I haven't really... It's not like I've learned new words in the past week or so much as I think I've really done a decent job at internalizing the words that I do know. And so that's why it's difficult for me to come up with more to say. I did learn more words too, obviously. It's just not on my direct recall. There's words like do, which means like two. It's basically the same thing as the to particles in Japanese, and it's even pronounced basically the same. Yeah, I'm gonna keep studying. What I really need to do is start watching a new show. I watched a Korean show a couple weeks ago, and that helped me a lot, I think. And recently I've been spending my time doing other things, actually focusing on Japanese, if anything, a little too much. So I should pick up a new Korean show and at least be faithful about trying to watch a little bit every day, just so I can make some progress, even if I'm not like binge watching the whole thing. Which, if it's good, I'm gonna actually binge watch the whole thing anyway, right? So yeah, I gotta do that. It is 6:15 p.m. I got plenty of time to at least watch like 20 minutes of a show today. Okay, I'll do it. Great. 안녕하세요. See you next time.